So we're just waiting for those lights to go out. Come on, actually. So here we go. Here we go. Here come the red lights. They are on. And away we go. Eventually, there we are. Perfect. All right. So now we've got Boomsma, who's made a good start there. And that looks like Colton Myers coming up on the outside. And there's already chaos behind. There's a couple of radicals up and down. Here we go. So into the first corner, we have, who is that in the lead? Sorry, my timing screen has gone completely nuts. And of course, they aren't carrying the usual. We have Kyle Power in the lead. How has that happened? Well done, Kyle. There he is. And I'm sorry if you're getting blinking as I am on my screen, but Kyle Power is in the lead, followed by Brian Boomsma in second. He's looking to the inside around the final corner, seeing if he can make it. These cars have a lot of power. We've got Colin Ward in third with that Nigel Mansell livery, Andy Flagg in fourth, and Harrison fifth. He's slipstreaming down the start-finish straight, trying to see if he can tuck to the inside. He's jiggling about a little bit. Can he get there? No, not quite. So then behind him, and there's Danny Henney making a move on the inside of Colton Myers. Lucas Raskovitz there behind. Spanners Ready has already made it through the field. He's at the back of the DW12s. Behind them, in the lead of the radical classes, Alexander Derbitzberger, followed by Gregory Leader and Ed Shelley. And these radicals are like an absolute handful because I've seen a couple of them going backwards. So that's very exciting for them. John Lang, I think, is in the lead in 21st in the MX5 class, and he is a good 8 seconds ahead of Stephen Taylor, who seems to be off at the S's. So I don't think those MX5s are having a good time of it. Back to the front, we still have Boomsma in the lead, followed by Andy Flagg, and Danny Henney has made it up to third place. I think a couple of people have come a cropper of some of that markers. Henney has to just dive around one of the MX5s there. Boomsma coming under increasing pressure there from Andy Flagg as they go around one of the radicals. Henney tucks in behind as well. Through the S's, up the hill. Now these cars have got a lot more power than the Formula Renaults. Henney to the outside. No way through there because there's some cars getting in his way, and there's all three categories right by side there. So we have Flagg makes it through another lap without having to succumb to the overtake. Sorry, my screen is frozen again. There we go. Danny Henney is... Oh, and Danny Henney has just been overtaken by Colton Myers. I don't think that is... Oh, that is for position. Well done, Colton. That was a dive down the inside into the first corner. He is making absolute inroads on these guys in this car. He seems to be finding grip where nobody else can find it. I wonder if he has had some practice in this car previously, because he is just finding it on odd lines, actually. He's making good use of the outside line. It might be a little bit grippy from the racing we've had earlier on. There he goes to the inside. He's as Flagg gets checked up by one of the back markers, and they're all side by side coming down the straight. Henney on the inside as well. Oh, nearly gets turned in on there. He has to come in behind, and actually behind there was a bit of a crash, and I think that would have been... Who was that went off? That was John McClintock in one of the radicals that they were trying to pass. I hope that wasn't Colin Ward. Good. No, so we're back to the lead now. We've got Brian Boomsma is a second ahead of Andy Flagg, followed by Lucas Raskovitz in P3, Danny Henney in P4, and Colton Myers in P5. A lot of the DW12s have had to make pit stops or have spun off as they've gone around the back markers. Boomsma is doing a fantastic job, but he is being closed in on by Andy Flagg. Flagg made a much better, or got bulked a lot less there through the S's than Boomsma, so he has drawn it to within half a second. This is going to be a developing battle up the front, so we shall head back there and trying to dodge cars left, right and centre as Boomsma gets taken out there. So in fact, as he gets back on the power to get back on the circuit, he goes round, so he's trying to right himself in the number 3, and there goes Henney past him. So Boomsma, after that costly mistake, goes down to third, now fourth place as Raskovitz goes on the inside, and he's got to be careful not to be taken by Colton Myers as well. I think he'll be okay this time. Yes, he's fine down into there, and whoa, car's going off just in front of him. Car's upside down. No idea who that was, but that is the problem with multi-class racing is that you just get a lot of people coming up without much warning because the MX-5s are so much slower. So after that mistake from Boomsma, we have Andy Flagg in the lead by a whopping 5.5 seconds. Now let me see if I can get Spanners back in here. Hello Spanners, how are you getting on back there?
Oh my god, this is the most fun ever. These IndyCars are amazing and they stick to the road. But I'm being completely shown up by the radical guys, like in front of me, Alex Dobbitsberger, who is just really fast. So they get you through the slower sections and then you get them on the straight. So I've been taunting them, claiming obviously that it takes more skill on the straight.
Absolutely.
How's it looking on the stream?
Absolute madness. Absolute madness.
It's amazing. Like, hats off to multi-class. I don't really watch any multi-class streams like Le Mans or anything like that. But you know, if this is an indication, I might well do it.
Well, you know what, Le Mans, it takes a good 3 to 4 minutes to go around the circuit. You guys are doing it in 40 seconds, so that makes it a little bit.
I feel like it was deliberately crazy to do it. But I tell you what, these IndyCars, they stick to the ground. I think the radicals are a bit more feisty, and then the MX-5s, obviously, they're just buses around here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're keeping your nose clean. You're not giving a punt to any of the punters. Oh, speaking of which, as you decide to take out John McClintock, I think that is.
Watch how I get the radicals back on the straight. Yes. Hats off to you, Catman, for always taking on these fun races and commentating on them.
I'm usually drunk by this stage, so...
Excellent. Let's admit to that on the stream. I was sober at the start, so there's that.
Yeah.
Hey, absolutely. While we're here, I was saying to everyone in the Discord that my wife failed to be impressed by my 2 11th place finishes.
I was impressed.
I was as well, but I was like the 20th place that got me the reverse grid pole. I was so happy about it that I was like, wow, like I was giddy, and then 11th, and then 11th again, and I was like, wow, what must it be like to like really win a proper race? You know, when you look at the guys like celebrating on the podium, it's like, yeah, I totally see that. Like I was going into the kitchen just going, yes.
Yes, I made it into 11th in a fake race. No,
it's not fake. You know how dare you? It's a sim.
It's simulated reality. That's what we'll call
it. Are you grabbing various people to come talk to you and keep you company in the fun race?
I absolutely am going to grab a few more people. So in fact, I'm going to kick you off now. Great. Have a wonderful rest of your race, Spanners.
Thank you.
So let's see if I can get Spanners' friend Trumpets on the line. Hello, Trumpets. Are you free to talk, or are you having so much fun? There is Trumpets. So he is down in P19. He's going through the S's at the moment in his Indy car. He has just been involved in a little bit of an incident there. I think we'll leave him to it. And yeah, this commentary gig, it's such a wonderful thing, and you know the Missed Apex team do such a good job of putting on these events that it's just such a pleasure and a privilege to be involved in any way, shape or form. So if I can bring any joy in these fourth races of the evening, when I know that it's completely not serious, then if you put up with listening to my ramblings for 10 minutes, then I will be very happy with that. So Spanners has made it up to P5. Amazingly, out of all of that, he is crashing his way through the field. He is a lap down, and he's 40 seconds behind his next target, which will be Brian Boomsma in 4th place, our original leader. And of course, who else is leading at the moment but Danny Henney? He's 10 seconds ahead of Andy Flagg, with Colton Myers in 3rd. Leading the radical class is Ed Shelley. I'll tell you what, because Danny Henney has it all his way so much, let's see if I can get him in to distract him. So yeah, I think we should try and distract Danny Henney. Hello, Danny.
How are you?
Yeah, good. You seem to be doing rather too well. So I've come to have a chat to you and see if I can put you off in any way. So what is it like trying to carve your way through all of these slower cars?
It's a bit of chaos. It's fun though. It's just trying to judge it. The problem is when someone turns in when you're miles behind, you cannot stop. So you just literally hit them. You got nowhere to go. But yeah, it's good fun. My tactic at the start was just relax and cruise, let everybody have a crash, and then start picking them off after a couple of laps, which seems to have worked out at the minute.
Yeah, there you go. You're I think you're 50 seconds ahead of your nearest competitor. So
that's not too bad then.
You could probably do a few donuts just to have a bit of a celebrate halfway through the race.
Make up for that race through.
Yeah, that's it. So, so whereabouts are you able to vape on this circuit then? I don't imagine there's a straight long enough.
Unfortunately, my direct drive wheel is pretty much shaking me out of my rig at the minute, so I don't even get a chance to pick it up. But yeah, if I was going to have a dabble, it'd be the main straight, but it's literally shaking that much on my back coming out of it.
Oh, I'd love to feel sad for you, but you have a direct drive wheel, so enjoy the rest of your race.
Thank you very much.
You know what? It's fantastic the level of sim equipment we have nowadays. Getting these direct drive wheels, they feel so much like reality. And what 5 years ago was, the just the equipment that was used in a top class, Formula One simulator almost. We're getting that in the mainstream, and it is wonderful to see. Those of us with non-direct drive wheels are left behind in terms of full speed back. So I'd highly recommend, if you haven't tried one, to find a sim center or a friend who's got one, because they are an absolute revelation. We are following Adrian Clark at the moment, who is the first of the MX-5s, although I think actually Shane Jordan might be the first, in a couple of places ahead of him, according to my timing screen, a good lap ahead. But Adrian Clark is who we are with at the moment in the nice red Logitech MX-5. And is that Garen Batten just... Oh, no, it's not Garen Batten just behind him. Who is that just behind him? Oh. That is Andrew Sexton. So he is not in contention for the place. However, it looked like they're having a nice little battle. And Adrian Clark, they're doing a nice little bit of drifting through that first corner as one of the... who is that? Who's just done so? That's Boomsma, just nerfed off Andrew Sexton very rudely. And that's given Adrian Clark away. In fact, I think Clark is just having some fun and drifting, because he's taking some very odd lines and getting the tail out at every single opportunity. That looks like a lot of fun, but he's got to be careful of these Indy cars that are just absolutely piling through not to get taken out as he goes. Let's see if we can get him on the line. Hello, Adrian. It looks like you're having some fun there. Okay, never mind. Just as I say that, he's gone off, so I'd probably put him off. Never mind. That's what we're here for, because Adrian is doing rather well. So let's have a look and see who else we can get on the line, because I love interrupting people. Let's look at Mark Greenhow, see where he is. Hello, Mark. You are on the air. How are you getting on in your race?
I would spend a little bit of time upside down.
As all the best drivers do, I must say. I'm loving the livery on your MX-5. It's a classic. What is it? Last year's McLaren. Wonderful.
McLaren one. It's livery I was running when we did the original MX-5 map.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I want to see you getting the tail out on this MX-5, because it looks pretty tail happy.
It's
what's
fun.
it like trying to avoid all of the? Yeah. What's it like trying to avoid all the other guys behind you as they're coming through in their Indy cars, for crying out loud?
I'm very much of the opinion it's their job to avoid me.
That's right. They're not doing a very good job of it, I must say.
No, you're right.
Thank you very much, Mark. Enjoy the rest of your race. So, Mark, unfortunately, I picked on the man who is last. As I say, I did see him upside down in the gravel a good couple of times, so that's not entirely surprising. We have 2 laps to go. Let's see. Oh, has there been a change for the lead? I think Andy Flagg is in the lead at the moment, unless my timing screen has gone mad. Yeah, Danny Henney is 5 seconds behind, so he must have had an incident somewhere while we were having a chat to some of the punters. Looks like John Lang has joined us in the commentary booth. How are you doing, John? He's just coming to have a little bit of a listen, so that's absolutely fine. So yeah, Danny Henney, can he make
sorry,
up?
I was. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, Catman. Yeah, I've been disqualified from this race, which doesn't have disqualifications.
Oh, well, that is surely an achievement worthy of notice.
I tried turning over a turtle marking their fellow MX-5 and got done for reckless driving.
You got done in this race for reckless driving. That is impressive. So at the front, we've got Andy Flagg being chased down by Danny Henny. Who do you think is going to make it on this one? He's about 5 seconds behind, and he's closing in.
If Henny's 5 seconds behind, I'm putting my money on Henny.
He's pretty rapid, and I think he. Oh, it looks like, as we say it, Andy Flagg gets taken out by some of the back markers there. So Danny Henny has indeed taken the lead back as a last gasp effort there. We've only got a couple of laps left, I believe, and yeah, Flagg is now a good 5 seconds behind Danny, actually. So that is such a shame. It's not over yet, but wow, that is it. So on the final lap, with only moments to spare, Danny Henny. Danny Henny. What can we say? What can we say about Danny Henny? The wonderful Danny Henny joins me again on the line. You took it on the final lap after losing it. What happened there?
Luke and a little monkey. Yeah. But good fun. I must admit, the car is absolutely amazing to drive.
Yeah. Well, we are looking for a new car to be taking through to the next series, so we'll have to see where we head with that. Thank you very much, everybody. That was such a wonderful session of racing this evening. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Missed Apex Motorsport and, of course, the Missed Apex F1 channel. My name's Chris Turner, Chris Catman Turner, your Quizmaster. Look out for a quiz towards the end of the year. Thank you very much for joining us.